What changed for the Wolves in Game 3? Like I said, 42-point blowout back at the crib against the league's top-rated defense.
Ant-Man came out aggressive, was getting to the rim early. He played with a lot of urgency. If they have any chance of winning this series, it's all up to Ant-Man. Rudy, he's looked like he's trying to play himself off the court. Eventually he's gonna have one game, a series, to where it's like, oh, that's the Rudy. But other than that,
Rudy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the four-time, defensive player, Hall of Fame. But
okay, blue.
Yeah, man, this is all on Ant. When he comes out like that. But from top to bottom, OKC is definitely the better team. We see that for sure. But OKC just didn't show up this game.
Okay. OKC, in your opinion, still the better team. Let's move over to Money Making Sonny.
I disagree.
Okay. Spray him down.
Look, Ant Edwards, even in that interview, is showing so much more maturity from game one, trying to figure out the defense and all of that kind of stuff. I think what I was just seeing out of him now is remembering Kobe up 2-0 and asking how you feel. Job's not done. One game is one game. It's the best team in the league. We got to do more. I think his energy that he came out with was special because he knows the urgency of being down. And if you go down another one, it's pretty much over. So I think with Ant's leadership and his maturity right now in this moment for this next game is going to be monumental because I look at OKC the same as I do at Indiana. It's all fluff. It's all energy. It's young, high energy, and they're doing what they're told. So when you put them down and they face adversity, they're going to look to their leader who doesn't really know what to do. So I think OKC they can jump on OKC if they smack them in the face first like they did. They show that they're together as a team, and they put pressure on those guys when they're playing high-intensity defense and just go by them. It's the first line of defense. Once you get past that fluff defense, they break down, and you can win by 30 on them. Just jump on them when they down.
So Ant-Man, 13 shots in Game 1, said he needed to shoot the ball more. Doubled that in Game 2, was 12 of 26 from the field when he had the 32 points. Only shot 17 times in Game 3, but was 12 of 17 shots, 71% from the field, 63% from three.
So it wasn't shooting more, it was being more efficient.
Much more efficient game, 9 less shots, same amount of makes.
Man, they just made shots. It was one of those games, one game, a series, where you're going to shoot that many shots and you're 50-some% from the three-point line. Ant-Man has been doing what Ant-Man's been doing, being aggressive. Julius, just like Cat, which is weird that they both got benched in the fourth quarter. So it kind of shows that they was right about each other at some point.
Yeah, both coaches.
Yeah.
But both responded. Both responded in the next game.
You playing like him. Hold on, man. You're playing like this. Sit your ass down.
Like you acted just like that.
You acted just go sit down.
But it's the rest of the team, when Ant gets off the ball, they hit shots. Right? Nas hit shots. DiVincenzo hit shots. The bench hit shots, right? If you look at the first two games, right, they couldn't buy a bucket, right? Ant is going to try to do what Ant's trying to do, but if he gets off the ball and they can't make a shot, then we're not going to guard those guys. So, Wolves' success is predicated on if the role players can actually hit the shots that are being presented to them. If they can't, then Ant's going to struggle trying to get to the rim and trying to get his own bucket. That's really all of it. It ain't nothing. They didn't do anything different besides make shots offensively.
So let's talk a little bit more about Ant-Man. During Game 2, Ant-Man passed KG for the most points in Wolves franchise history for the playoffs.
Damn. Oh, for the playoffs.
Playoffs. KG set the previous record of 1,049 points in 47 career playoff games, with his Wolves squads reaching the postseason 8 times in his 14 seasons. The Wolves advanced past the first round in just one of those seasons. This was back in the day of 5-game first-round series as well, so numbers would be a little skewed. So Ant-Man surpassed KG's total in just 39 career playoff games, and in 40 total career games, he's averaging 27.7 rebounds, 6 assists, and has 15 30-point games, which is the 5th most by a player aged 23 or younger, trailing only LeBron Kobe, KD, and Luka. So what's Ant-Man's postseason dominance this early in his career say about his ceiling in the league? Only 23 years old, getting it done.
I mean, he's on a different path, right? You know, that path of, you know, all the players you named. Let's hit again.
LeBron, Kobe, KD, and Luka.
I mean, you're talking about first ballot Hall of Famers. You know, him and, you know, Luka are going to be first ballot Hall of Famers. And, you know, that's the road. You know, it's he got on it. He's being dominant at an early age. And from here is just, you know, continue growing, continue understanding the game, understanding your weaknesses, cleaning them up, and then, you know, it's the maturity and wiseness of just basketball itself, of studying, you're going to get into that next level. You know, right now it's just, you know, youth and just his skill level that's, you know, that has him at this point. Once he starts being the master of the game, that's when we're going to see, you know, what he's really about.
What do you think about Ant-Man's playoff dominance at only 23 years old? Like I said, he's averaging 27 points per game so far, 40 career playoff games.
He's following the path. I mean, he's a prodigy. We know he was going to be doing this type of stuff since he was at Georgia. And even the people in Georgia knew he was going to be doing this shit when he was in the youth league. He's an athlete, phenomenal player, phenomenal person. I mean, you're looking at a guy who can come in and change the trajectory of a franchise just by smiling. I think he has that type of charisma. He's going to be able to do a lot of great things, especially at this age, and what I just said about his demeanor in that interview. I think that shows a lot of maturity, knowing that they're being down 2-1, knowing what you got to do. There's no panic. There's no games in his voice. There's no, I'm just trying to play ball, which is 2 years ago he was in that energy. I think now he's seeing the severity of what it was like to be the face of the league, how important it is to be the franchise guy, and the expectations in society that you have based on what you've been given. So I think he's going to step up to the plate. He's going to try to take them to the next level. And it's just about the rest of the team following suit. Let's hope they do.
Yeah, me too. For me, I think the Olympics has helped him a lot this summer, being around those guys like Steph, LeBron. What is he, 23 years old? You know, he speaks. He says he's the best player in the world. He speaks it into existence, and he goes out there. He works hard, and he's been, you know, the last 2 years he's in the Western Conference Finals. So, you know, to be that young and to be that hostile, and the way you talk about the game, the way how much you love it, you know, how you eliminating guys that are GOATs and first ballot Hall of Famers at this age, you know, he's on the right path. And I know a lot of big things is coming for him, as long as he can stay healthy.
Yeah, I didn't sign up. I didn't sign up for Tubi.
No Wolves bandwagon?
That's a Tubi team right now.
The Wolves are a Tubi team. You Netflix, Hulu, your preferred streamers.
Tubi?
They're a Tubi team right now. So I'm not. And if they get it 2-2, if they get it 2-2, fourth membership. What the fuck is you talking about? Huh? What are you talking about?
You about to bring the jerseys out?
Bring the jerseys out. I got Wolf jerseys too. I got a Randy Foy back there somewhere.
All right.
Hey, what time is it, bro? What time?
I got a Randy Foy back there.
Damn.
Randy Foy jersey.
Yeah, I got some Wolves. I got some KG jerseys. You see the KG jersey? Well, technically, I think it's only KG. The rest of the players back then, you know what I mean? You know.
Randy Foy, huh?
Randy Foy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out Randy
So
Foy.
let's talk about the Thunder real quick.
I can get on the bandwagon a couple games. You know what I mean? But, you know.
Gil Zempic. Let's talk about the Thunder real quick. Like I mentioned, Thunder suffered their worst loss in franchise history. SGA was mic'd up for the game and offered this analysis as he watched his team getting smacked.
Turnovers early. They were more physical early, and they made shots and we missed shots. But the other two are first. And then on top of this, they had a great night, we had a bad night. So it's like 40. But if we take care of these, we can still lose because of this night. But it doesn't look like this, you know?
He's so Toronto.
He's right.
He's so Toronto.
We can still lose.
He's right.
It doesn't look like this.
No,
if the way they were shooting the ball, he's like, we still will lose.
Yeah.
Even if we cleaned up our mistakes, it was just their night. From how they were shooting the ball, it was just their night. Right? So we're going to still lose. We probably don't lose by 40, but, we played, like, offensively bad. They played great. And we turned the ball over 40.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think OKC even showed up. Like, they had no heart. Like, they just got punked right from the jump. SGA wasn't even locked in. Like, and when he's not locked in like that, you could see, like, they feed off his energy. Mm-hmm. So when he's not playing well and he's not going, they just showed up like they didn't care.
Yeah,
like it was just like, all right, game 3, all right, let's see if we can get them out of here.
Yeah.
2-0.
How much you think they're going to win by tonight?
The Thunder?
Over 10?
Yeah. I got like over 10 and a half.
I mean, because they usually got. I mean, they really got punked. Like, I'm not gonna front. They didn't have.
They lose again. What he did on that bench, he wasn't supposed to do at the end of the game when you're down 40. Supposed to do it in the first time out. Supposed to do it at halftime. Supposed to be telling the players, hey, listen, this can't happen.
You don't think
these things are happening?
You don't think he did?
No, because he just told him.
No, he told him on the bench.
A little bench guy who ain't playing.
He's telling the bench guy like, yo, he ain't just come sit on the bench. He been sitting there the whole time.
They asked him again. Yeah, he was sitting on the bench. I wasn't.
So he's watching the game, and then SGA come and tell him what he watching. Nigga, I know what I'm watching. You didn't show up, bro. Don't come tell me a bunch of other shit. The fuck is you talking about, SGA?
Nah.
We do these things. Nigga, you supposed to do that from the jump. Why are you coming to tell the bench, nigga, what we should have done?
Because we're a team.
No. You are the fucking leader, bro. You supposed to tell us in the huddle what you just told me in my ear.
I'm sure he did.
Don't tell me
I'm sure he did in the playoffs.
No, he didn't.
Some days it ain't yours. It wasn't. You can tell by this ass whooping. It wasn't. It was Wolves.
They wasn't locked in at all.
You ain't win no championship if you ain't really locked in to take advantage of what you know. 2-0, let's go up 3-0.
Listen,
where is our energy for 3-0?
Listen, I think every team right now that's in the playoffs is locked in.
Everybody's locked in. They just came out.
Like Indiana, they was locked in. We thought the shit was over.
Ain't no way in the
Knicks
world
still
any
locked
team
in.
is locked in. They get beat by 40.
No,
what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. How is you locked in?
It happened. They got their ass beat.
But I'm just asking a question.
I mean, they got.
It happened.
You could tell me you're locked in. You got beat by 40, and then get in the press conference and say, I've been beat by 60, so it don't even really fucking matter.
Yeah, we will get it.
You know, he don't get rattled.
I'm just saying, bro, what kind of basketball are we watching?
That was Jalen Williams.
I think him still talking about their mistakes in the fourth quarter just let you know he's still locked. Yo, this is what we got to do. This is what we didn't do. If you're not locked in, you just like, all right.
But that's
man,
not
whatever.
the truth of the matter. If you just change these two things, that ain't how ball goes.
He said we still change these two teams. We still lose by 20.
Still lose.
Yeah,
It just looks more. It looks and feels.
So
better.
he's basically saying that no matter what we would have did tonight, the way they was playing, this was their game.
He didn't say the accountability is I should have came out and did more.
I'm sure he did though.
He didn't. He didn't say it in the audio.
Right there. But I'm saying
that's what they use.
Okay, so we have an interview after the game that he did because I'm sure he said it.
Man, I'm saying to this young fella, hey, listen, man, I gotta play better.
We know
but
that.
we don't know what he's saying. They're just
14 points.
That's merely a snippet.
He was mic'd up the whole game.
That's merely a snippet.
They took one little.
He had 4 free throws. Right? 69 combined the last two?
I think 29 in the first two games.
29?
29 free throw attempts first two games, 4 free throw attempts game 3.
I don't know where 69 came from. Okay, 29. So 4 to 29 to 4. 14 points. Where's accountability?
Why do I have to be accountable?
Because you're the star and you're the MVP.
I had a bad game.
Where's accountability?
He just said I had a bad game.
Huh?
I just had a bad
He
game.
didn't say that.
But
that's only
it's 3 hours of audio. They pulled a little clip.
Bro, I want to see his interview after the game.
No, I want to hear the whole game of him talking. They only showing this.
Because his interview after the game, he usually always says, "Yo, I gotta be better. I gotta take more responsibility." That's what he's usually been saying in the playoffs. So I'm sure he's putting this on his back.
And did echo those statements after the game 3 loss. But let's talk about another issue that may present itself for the Thunder. So according to ESPN, no NBA champion has ever lost a playoff game during their title run by 40-plus points. Celtics lost Game 4 of the Finals by 38 last season, but that is not 40. So Thunder only lost.
What was the biggest number last year? Was 38 the biggest?
I believe 38 was.
Okay, so that's irrelevant then, because I'm pretty sure they said the same thing last year, Dan, when they lost by 38.
Boston?
Yeah.
Who did they lose to?
Dallas by 38.
In Dallas?
The one game Dallas won.
Yeah, whatever game they won. They won by
4.
38.
So Thunder only lost back-to-back games twice in the regular season. Both those losing streaks stopped at 2. Obviously, haven't dropped back-to-back game in these playoffs. Shai, like you mentioned, despite the 42-point blowout, Thunder All-NBA guard Jalen Williams was not fazed.
Not phased.
I mean, in college I've lost by 60, so it can always be worse.
Did I do that?
That's
How do you beat these little niggas, man? They don't. They're not rattled at all, man. We should have known something was wrong with them when they lost to Jokic and them, and them niggas over there smiling. Yeah, we're gonna beat their ass in this game, bro. This is
because it's like
these little marks.
Because it's like they saw they best.
Yeah, to see these little
Like, this
marks.
the best they can play.
That's it.
I like the confidence.
Yeah, this is different, man.
Lost by 60 in college.
Like
It
the
can't
old
always be
school,
worse.
man, they
It's
used to
not
be
a
over there
video
bitter
game,
than the
man.
bitch.
It's not a video game, man. This
They
ain't
treat-
a video
They
game.
think it is.
But if they think it's a video game, how do you?
think it's
Hey, I just fucking lost for 60. I don't give a fuck.
How do you beat someone who just?
I don't give a fuck.
What, bro? You shit, bro. What? It's different in the locker room, bro. Man, we not playing no video games, bro. What you smiling
Man,
for?
nobody finna walk
What you
around
mean? We
mad all
lost.
day,
We lost
man.
by 60. It's cool.
Man, we up 2-1. Man, we up 2-1, man.
Yeah,
All right,
2-1.
next,
Sorry,
man. All right, man. Let's
man.
get back to doing
And
what
that's
we
how
doing.
these sorry ass niggas, man. Hey, man, who got dinner tonight? We're gonna smack these niggas by 25, get back home, man, in this series. That's
They played-
these
they played-
conversations now.
That's
They played their
exactly
best.
We're gonna come
Right.
over here, smack them this
That's
next
how-
game, then
that's
come back
the-
home.
Because
and
that's
just
how
end
good the
it.
talent
It's
is.
exactly how the Bucks was thinking. It's exactly how the Lakers was thinking. Now we all watching.
No, we wasn't
We
thinking.
all watching
It
the
wasn't.
same shit.
It wasn't.
All y'all motherfuckers is sitting around watching and joking and fucking thinking it's a game, and now you watching. Keep fucking thinking it's a game. You gonna keep, hey, man, you better lock in, man.
Ain't nobody walking around 24
Man,
hours.
the team itself had one good game as a group, and they should be celebrating. It's a group effort here.
You see,
One man got benched in the second half.
When you
In the
realize,
second and fourth quarter, he had 2 points or whatever.
you see Ant interview right now.
Yeah.
We ain't do nothing yet.
Yeah, they ain't
He
do
know,
nothing 'cause
but he
they
know.
ain't.
He know.
when you get the code and you figure out how to put that bitch in and see it unlock, it's different.
Man, they play-
and that's in the moment.
Man, they will not shoot like that again tonight.
Okay, well, we will find out game 4 tonight.
But if they
You
do,
think I'm gonna believe anything this nigga say?
but if they do,
He's sitting there
I got my
cheering at
jersey.
halftime, going crazy at halftime.
yes, you
Who we gonna? Who we on with tomorrow? Who we on? Cemetery. Yeah.
There
Gonna
was
kill him.
reports of smoke.
20
ducking
minutes
on
later.
Playback watch party.
I think I'm gonna wear a Knicks jersey too. We gotta go in tomorrow. What is it? Memorial Day. What
It is a holiday, federal holiday celebrated by
I don't
most.
wanna argue with this nigga, man. Come on, man.
All right, well, before we get to most
you just
events,
gonna transition right on top of my shit, huh?
Nah, I think you're gonna
That's
appreciate.
fucked up,
You're gonna
man.
appreciate this one. Very festive.
I'm only on once a week, baby.
Very
Let me
festive.
talk my shit.
There will be an opportunity for you to talk your shit in just a moment. Very festive for what your outfit. Currently looking, I see the Kobe's.
Motherfuckers be
Lakers
sitting
thing.
there, they inboxing me. They like, Shotty, put him in the body bag. They was playing with your name last night, Shotty.
I'm a Knicks. So
I'm like, damn, what I need to do?
I smartened up.
Yeah, you swear. Yeah,
Damn,
I smartened up.
Yeah, you-
man.
Can't put me in the body bag. I'm on the same team. Yeah.
You're right. And I was thinking about, I was like, damn, Gilda, he's trying to
Switched
save himself. He's trying to save himself.
Carlos unfazed.
That's why I came in with the Lakers. I said, nah, Lakers in
Every
5
halftime,
today.
he'll change
Well,
his jersey.
speaking of the Lakers shot, Lakers offseason started earlier than expected after there were limited.